What's going on with everybody out there? This is the side chat with my usual gang of guys right here. Hope you guys are doing well this Friday. New year, new stuff as usual. So hope you join us. I'm your host, Tig. This is Project Open Mic side chat where we just talk about random topics for those who are looking in and joining stuff. Last night was Project Over Mike, the main show, and I have to say once again, shout outs to Tempo FM for coming through with a lot of people watching last night, and a lot of the positive feedback. So thank you for that. But what up YouTube? What up Facebook and Tempo FM? And again, soon we're gonna be hitting other platforms. But other than that, let me introduce my crazy cast of people with me. Make sure I have the stuff right. All right, so first of all, Trip, how you doing, sir?
Lava, I actually wanted to ask you to define well, but you know what? I think that'd be a grim start. So I'm just gonna go out and be happy and say, "Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Another time for the side chat. Things gonna get scrumpy here. So let's enjoy what we got."
You are a character. All right. Okay. How about you, Kanoshi? How you doing?
Yeah, in order to get through this year, you're gonna have to have a morbid sense of humor. So get ready for the gulags, everybody. Get ready. If you're on the, just a teensy bit to the right, get ready for the gulags, because the Democrats basically declared war.
Literally, you going that way, right? Right off the bat, huh? You ain't even holding back.
Speaking of that, I wonder how the Kraken tastes like.
It's roasted, all right, with your bad joke.
They cooked it. They cooked that Kraken.
Exactly. It's roasted. You're bad for that. Anyway, Mr. Anderson, how you doing?
I got a throbbing headache. I think I went deaf in one ear. But otherwise, don't just take things sitting down anymore, people. Maybe fight for once, because no one's gonna fight for you.
Got you on that.
Nobody left. Obviously the Democrats aren't gonna fight for you,
and the Republicans ain't gonna do it either.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, even if you're a moderate lefty, they're not gonna fight for you in the long run.
Anyway,
and Republicans are certainly, like Blair said, aren't gonna fight for you.
Nope. And then last but not least, Mr. Dr. Feelgood, how you doing?
You know me, man. Always in a good mood, regardless of the stuff taking place. All I can do is look back and say, those idiots.
So basically, like I said, side chat is basically a conversation starter. Of course, the biggest topic of the day for this week is basically the riots that happened in DC, which is that's not the main. There've been riots in DC since basically May, but this one just because they stormed the Capitol building and basically got in there, and stupid people. Like I said, it is literally stupid people because again, you're on the federal land. You went into the office and you're taking pictures of yourself. Of course, they're gonna recognize you and arrest you. That's stupid.
Hey, you know what? But before it gets all serious, let me give a shout out. I don't know who the person is. Let me give a shout out to the person, whoever created a meme where they said, based on recent events, they said, "Hey man, look, where's my man Gerard Butler because Olympus is falling."
Oh jeez.
Olympus ain't falling. Nowhere close yet. Nowhere close yet.
We weren't in Olympus.
No, it's
Well,
it's
it's a phrase. It's a phrase. Not really, not meaning the Olympics. Just showing that the greatness has fallen. So, hey, it's what it is. But like I said, I'm not surprised that some people get arrested. Also, I'm not surprised that there were also I'm not surprised that there was a lot of Antifa and BLM in there too. But what do you expect? You open up the thing, you will get infiltrated no matter what.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently the Washington mayor told the police to stand down. Like there's no way we should.
There are videos of the cops opening up the barriers and letting people through. Although it's gonna be hard to find them now because of the purge.
Yeah, I'm not.
This is weird.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go that route. Look, there were people who got the anarchists took advantage of it, and did part of the stuff. And to what the to President-elect said, and all the other stupid senators and Congress people. Oh, what it was? If it was Black Lives Matter, Black people. Yeah, it happened, and they didn't do shit. Seriously, they didn't.
Tell that to everyone I know at work.
Oh, they didn't know. They're not, I know that, but when they were cementing people inside of the federal buildings in Washington State and trying to burn people alive in there, nobody did nothing then. And there were Black Lives Matter doing that, so it made no difference.
Yes!
So spare me the try to whatever, because what it is.
And I wish people would spare me the tears. Some guy actually broke down tears saying if this was Black people there, they would have been killed in mass.
And that's what I just said. They did do that in horrible stuff, and nobody did nothing to it. Hell, there was people going around destroying other people's businesses, livelihood, churches, all the stuff. They didn't do nothing. They were Black people.
No, man, that was peaceful protesting, standing up for what's right. This is the worst thing that ever happened on Capitol Hill.
Nothing to see here.
I mean, to be honest, that's not the worst thing, but in recent years, that is the worst thing that happened to Capitol Hill. To be honest,
didn't a woman get killed?
Yes. Yeah, she got killed.
Which is a vet.
Yeah, but hey, you should not be climbing on the damn windows.
Yes.
That's where she got shot. So hey, you asked for it. I'm not.
You can't.
I'm not gonna. I don't care what side you are. And if you do something stupid, you're gonna get a stupid prize. Sorry, that's what it is.
The thing is, the security was super lax, but at the same time,
intentionally,
people should have caught on. Like, yeah, this is a trap.
Well, don't forget, remember they defunded the cops in the first place, so it was just a it was what you call a powder keg. That's just what it was.
A stage show, so they got material to post on the media.
A farce.
It was gonna be a powder. It was a powder keg. A lot of people just bent up, and the energy just came out again. The
emotional rage.
Yeah.
You know what?
And that's why last night, I told you just before we came on, but that's why last night on Project Open Mic, I basically coined a phrase, basically my phrase of the rich, with what's going to go on in the future, the rich are going to be rich, the poor are going to settle for the crumbs, and the middle class is going to get effed over. It just is.
And which side are you on?
I am in the middle class, so I'm going to get effed over. What are you talking about?
Are you?
Yeah, where are you? Well, where else am I gonna be? I don't go for the house. You see, the house I live in I don't go for crumbs, so I'm not that, and I'm not rich either. I'm middle class. I'm gonna get screwed, like everybody and all the people in the middle class.
Well, but interesting take. Since you're in the middle class, that means you're taking it both ways.
Basically. It is.
Yeah. Like Armstrong and Getty said, it's like, there's gonna come a point where it's like Why aren't you taking the handouts? You're being dumb if you're not taking the handouts.
Because the handouts are crumbs. That's why I don't want to take it. I'm sorry. I don't want the crumbs. I just don't. I'd rather have the bread, or I'd rather have the meat. I don't want no crumbs. I just don't want that.
Yeah.
And besides, the borrower is slave to the lender.
Huh?
It could ask something of you. I said the borrower.
Well. Basically, you give up your vote so you would get that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on. So again, yeah, I mean, we don't condone the violence and the stuff that's going on in DC, but again, it was a powder keg. It was going to happen.
Yeah. I'm like, you know,
I don't condone the violence, but I say hold on to that jury. It'll help get you through the next 4 years.
I say just what I said. That's what I said last night. This is the time now, as most of those people, not those people at the DC, but those who didn't do none of the stuff like that, come for a third party. Seriously, both parties, the two-party system has been shown to be super broken because, again, like I stated last night, for the omnibus bill that got passed, 50 Republicans didn't sign it. All independents signed it. All the Democrats signed except for two. One is Rashida Tlaib, and I know the reason she didn't sign because she wanted more money to go to crap. And the other one is Tulsi Gabbard, which in my opinion would be 1,000 times better than Kamala Harris. And she did it on integrity, not because Kamala Harris don't got no integrity at all. That lady is just.
oh no.
She's the Indian version. She's the Indian version of Hillary Clinton. The only honest bone in those two women are the lust for power. That's the only thing that's honest about it.
And boy, that goes sideways.
Yeah. So that's just what it is, man. But
is there a typewriter?
That's
Kenoshi.
Oh.
They're purging everything, Doc, including black pills. He's trying to get all the containers he can full.
Why do you keep messing with a man like that? What is wrong with you?
They were of no help throughout the 4 years.
They were never going to be helpful. Wait.
I have a quick question though, and I hope I'm not jumping topics. If I am,
go ahead, dude. It's conversation starter. Anything goes. Go ahead.
But what is the point of trying to impeach Trump right now?
So that he can run again in 2024 or something.
Not really. No, not now. No, because you can't. That's not what it is. I mean, you're 100% correct, Doc. They just want
to me. It just seems like just putting on a show because I'm thinking the last time y'all tried this, it failed. But if he's going to be out of office in less than 2 weeks, what's the point of impeaching him now?
Can't you wait for 2 weeks?
So and also
because they want to stir up their diligence. The people who support this shit.
They're not gonna. To what you said, Doc. They can, and also the articles of impeachment is not like instant like that because you need the vice president to sign off, and then he's not gonna do it. So just like that.
Well, I mean, he already stabbed Trump in the back once.
Not really. No, he didn't really. I mean, Mike Pence was put in a hard position. You couldn't. He was going to look. He had to count the votes. People thought, oh, it's stated by a date. The Supreme Court did not make any judgment. They knocked down everything. So by that date, he had to, by January 6th, he had to count the Electoral College. There was no problem with that. He had to.
Yeah.
And also, it's basically a formality. It's not really a real major thing, but people, like I said, this is the problem where we a lot of these young people, young and old, a lot of these people are not educated about what's going on in their own system. That's what it's sad. It's like I, as an immigrant coming from another country, I had to learn more about their system than Americans do. But it might flip the same way too if you go to my country. So I can't say nothing to a degree about that. But that is true.
I'm learning more myself. I'm not even American yet.
Yeah. So that's just what it is. So he wasn't put in a hard place. People might say he betrayed. No, he had to count the numbers. What it was going to be. That's his job. That's what he's supposed to do. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna push it back." Push back what? There were no cases up to the Supreme Court. There was regular Supreme Court in the city in the states, yeah, but that's not that those don't hold precedent over the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court says there's no evidence to push it forward, which they have evidence, but they just
that's BS.
They just let it
they're
go.
not willing to look at it because
Yeah.
they were afraid of riots.
Yeah,
And look what happened.
that's mostly what it is.
Yeah.
So, and again, they already don't start. They already don't start. They already don't start the nonsense. As I did a show last night. I said I did a show last night for people who coming in. I did a show last night. Project Open Mic. Where I was basically what I learned from 2020. And when I did that, I was going through. I still have the list right here between me. I learned about what I basically told people about: celebrity, news media, politicians, young kids. Homeschool, computer learning. What else we had? Never depend on the government, and the word definitions. And we always see that because I played a clip of the people where they brought in the next Congress, the guy with the whole A man and A woman, which is so stupid. So
You know what? Speaking about that, USA Today just posted something of House prepares to impeach Trump on Monday.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Ain't gonna do nothing. It's just for grandeur.
Yes. Like, even to do it now, he served 98% of his term. No one's gonna care.
No, it's a legacy thing, which again is already done, been messed up already. So we already know in the news is my scary part about it. Like I did this on Facebook. Anybody could go on Facebook and check when I said this back when President Trump came into office. I said, I guarantee you the news media gonna change, and my part gonna see now the news media gonna change once again. Not only when Biden and saying
they already did.
They're gonna go back into fellatio mode.
Yeah.
Standard procedure now.
That's what it is. They're gonna basically get down and just put it above me. I'll take care of it. That's what they're gonna do. So,
they're already there.
Yep, they already need them down. Again, the old people in news media, they don't care, and they twist stuff. And the new kids on the block, they don't know jack squat from jack squat.
Yeah.
So
that we've heard and read so many posters saying that about the voting the voting ballots. What they said, I wish I knew what Biden did, so I don't have to. I wouldn't have voted for him.
Hey,
like Chris Rock.
Chris, he knows. Like I say, Chris Rock said he didn't got nothing to celebrate because he knows that he said the Democrats ain't gonna do nothing to help black people. I'm like, but you voted for him, so hey, whatever. What can I say? That's why I said third party, because again, the Republicans showed that they were Mitch McConnell. Like I said, that ominous bill thing was just crazy. So you telling me out of $3.2 trillion, Americans could only get $600 out of that? Man, that's a slap in the face. It's literally just pissing on people. Sorry.
I live in a city full of rats and pigeons. Happy to get those crumbs.
Be happy that you're not part of the rich class, because again, what if California get that tax bill, if they get that tax part to pass where you gotta pay California tax for 10 years even if you leave the state, if they get that passed, whoo, boy, a lot of people will be screwed.
Is there any help for me?
I don't think it could pass because it's really unconstitutional. A state cannot force you to pay that you in another state.
Matters anymore.
I know, but we'll see. But it's just when I hear the politicians.
But you know what? I understand what Liger was saying though. It's just the fact that the fact that they're even trying to do this is stupid in the first place. For example, I think it was last year, my state tried to pass a bill to impose a state tax. Where I am, there is no state tax.
There's no
federal
income tax.
And plus, but the way they phrased it was backwards. And so even the CFO of my company said, when you go vote, put yes. And people were like, why would you say put yes? You just said we should vote for it. He said, but the way the question's phrased, you can put yes.
Yeah.
But they tried to impose a state tax.
What was the question?
I forget how it was phrased, but they tried to. What the? Oh, they tried to really impose a state tax in my state, and we've never had one. I know states like New York, there's a state tax and a federal tax, but my state only just has a federal
North Carolina
tax.
too. No, North Carolina has it too, but and California and all that stuff. But the problem is when you hear, and I listened to a good interview, but I also listened to the politicians in California who were trying to pass this law, and I'm like, do you guys just live? It's mostly academia. Do you guys just live in la la land? Like, do you not know real consequences? Your theory sucks because when you put it to use, it doesn't work. Again, that's why last night I talked about the thing with France. France tried this. They try to go 80% tax percentile on the rich, as they say, quote unquote rich. It's weird how they say it, but whatever. The rich, basically, rich people can move. So what happened was the rich people's like, oh, you're gonna do this tax on me? Okay, I'm gonna sell my $100 million chateau for $5 million and move to another country, which they did. And when that happened, those people who was like, yeah, tax the rich. Classes. They were like, no, they went down. Those people because that tax bracket of rich people moved to another country. The people who were shouting, yeah, tax the rich, they moved up and they got that 80%. And they were like, yeah, we don't want this. Yeah. We don't want this. This is bad. Now we are not rich, but the rich people left. That's left you.
Yes.
And that's what California has been doing over and over again. They are $3 trillion in debt.
And growing. But I got a feeling the politicians should do this. Oh, wow. They passed this because eventually they're going to move to another state where the same people who voted for this, let it happen, are going to move into to repeat the cycle.
I didn't look into it, Doc. I didn't look into it, Doc. I want to know who was you said a bill. Who I would like to see who proposed that bill in your state, Texas, and where they came from. Because if it's out of, I have a strong inkling it might be out of Austin.
An out-of-state person? I wouldn't be surprised.
No, not an out-of-state person. You can't do that. Not that. I'm talking about Austin being what it is, and seeing if they impose that.
And see, to me, I'm thinking to myself, look, if that has come up, it will be pushed again. Yes. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but within the next 5 years or so, it will be pushed again. Yeah. And it may not even be passed. But someone's going to try to attempt it because Texas, being a football state, there's a lot of money in Texas. You got oil, you got football. It's a lot of money in the state.
I don't even think it's that. I think to be honest with you, I think what it is because so much companies are now starting to move into Texas. They're like, whoa, there's a lot of money coming in here. You should tax them as well.
Texas and Arizona.
Yeah, because you gotta remember, not only the companies moving, which is a tax because of the taxes from California to there, there also a lot of people are leaving California because they say, hey, if you move to Texas with us, you keep your job and you might get more benefits.
So yeah, plus it's a lower cost of living, so you actually get to pocket more money.
So people coming in is going to get that income tax and all that stuff. That's what I said. It's not as simple. A lot of people like to put it. Oh, these things are simple. Blah blah. No, it's not as simple as a lot of things is, and that's why when you hear these politicians in California or in like Washington State or whatever, when you hear them talk, I'm like, do you not know human nature? Do you not know that if you do that, people are not going to pay it?
But even if California passes,
I think they know, but don't care.
Yeah, but I was like, even if
I don't
California
think so. The way they talk with enthusiasm, like their theory will work.
Yeah, but I'm like, even if California passes that bill, wouldn't that be the case that the other states that would get affected would basically fight back on this situation?
They won't fight. No, they won't fight back. Other states will jump on. Can you set precedent? So Washington State would jump on, Oregon would jump on, New York would jump on. That's what it would try to do. Chicago, right. They will jump on and try to say, "Well, see that happens, so we're going to do stuff like this." Yeah.
Well, I guess I should have said to the people of the state, but I have to put in the caveat if they're actually paying attention. That's the caveat.
Well, they're paying attention. They want in on it.
Go ahead, Doc.
I was going to say, well, if you really think about it, and more than a few movies have made fun of this, but if you guys have seen the recent Dukes of Hazzard, where he was trying to pass a vote, and his plan was to host a race to distract the town, so no one would show up to the hearing to vote to prevent them from mining turning the town into a coal mine.
I remember
They
that.
do things to keep people distracted, and if you don't know what's going on, most people are more concerned with social media and what's happening. So when these real votes do come around, most folks don't know. Like this tax vote I just told you about, that wasn't in some big primary voting session. That's something that did come up, but it wasn't something you just heard about, just like you do a presidential candidate. You didn't hear about it.
No, you're correct. But here's the thing, though. That has happened. You know, most of the bad bills that pass or any bad news for the government happens. One, it happens always between Christmas and New Year's because people are not paying attention, and it comes out and any holiday that's close to close to a Friday, they also pass bad news. That's what will go. If you literally see the news on those days, oh, this bill passed. How the hell this bill passed? Stuff like that. Yeah, that's what that happens. Real life in the past all the time. That's what they do. Because right now they're passing a bill in Congress to get rid of, which is against stupid.
The Electoral College.
They can't do well. They got a simple majority. They got a full majority. They can't do that. They got and also the ratification too. They can't do that. If they had a super majority, they could have, but they don't. For now, thank goodness.
So the silver line here is, everyone, when the holiday comes, it's that time you need to pay attention.
Nah, you ain't gonna pay attention because you're gonna be busy.
No.
You're gonna be busy.
No.
You're gonna be too drunk and fat to pay attention.
The advice here to take is
get a gun.
You should be paying attention. You should be paying attention 24 hours a day. At some point, you need to know what's going on not in Washington, what's going on in your own city.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
If you can keep your cities behaved, your city and local governments, then of course the whole national infrastructure will be better off.
Yes. Sorry, the way I said the best. But I said last time to certain thing. I said, look, you take care of yourself, then your family, then your neighbors, then your community. That's the better way to take care of everybody and get as best as equally taking care of stuff. If everybody does that,
a lot of people don't even take care of themselves.
I know that. I know that. That's why I'm just saying. But that is the fundamental of build the foundation of what it's supposed to be. Because right now, I mean, look what's like Doc said. I studied it last night. Like I said, there's people from the Caribbean and stuff that I grew up with and whatever. Insane. Like my mom. Like I said, what happened to my mom, which is just as ridiculous. She has not gotten no
help.
Not help. No. She has not gotten her tax refund from 2018. My sister's godparents just got their tax refund from 2017, just last week. That's why there's a reason why that's why people got bamboozled and didn't understand about the whole the tax stuff that the tax redid that President Trump did when he did that. They were like, oh, my refunds is smaller because you took home more money in your regular check. You didn't give the government enough money so the refunds would be smaller, but they didn't understand that. They're like, oh, no. I want my big refund. It's your money, you morons. You don't need to do that.
Yeah, people have no idea. There's people out there that have no idea where taxes actually come from.
A lot of people. They don't teach economics in schools. They teach you phonics.
Well, I'm just saying they don't understand. That's what happens. So the less money that goes to the government, they're gonna hold it up because again, if my mama ever owed any money, of course the government they'll be down there. Hey, where's my money?
Yep.
but they owe them 2 years later. She ain't got her money yet. 2 years later, 3 years from my sister's godparents. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The best person to spend your money is you.
Listen, I have to pay you on time so you don't put me into prison, but I can't put a deadline on the government to put them in jail.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, and that's why I want to do a video about Biden's tax plan, because he's going to scratch that part now, because he has, if the Republicans had the Senate, they would have kept it that part, but Trump's tax plan, that's gone. So you get ready for some more tax hike. Hell, I mean,
oh yes.
And then for the people who was like, it's just so stupid. I said it because I said this. All these young kids became useful idiots. These young, and I'm not much. I mean, kids like young kids, but like teenagers up to their 20s, because they don't know what they don't know stuff. They became useful idiots.
Because they're just getting in there. Yeah.
They're going around chanting, "Eat the rich, feed the poor." The biggest theft of money happened last year. Look at this. Jeff Bezos got divorced and now makes more money. Has more money now, net worth, than what he was when he was before he was pre-divorce. Because of what? The mom and pop shops, they shut down, but the Walmarts, the Targets, the Amazon make their money.
Oh, and guess what? I just saw today. Well, I read a few days ago that Elon Musk was, I think, the second richest or whatever, and now, as of today, he is now the richest man in the world, over Jeff Bezos.
Okay,
good for him.
I'm thinking,
I just benefit me.
People.
I ain't got nothing. No, he was just saying Satan the way he was just saying stuff.
Right? But I mean, this is people what you're saying though. Jeff Bezos, after his divorce and everything, and with his wife got and all that, he still became more valuable than where he was back then.
Yeah, that's the point.
And that's crazy. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and the same young people willingly gave the money too, because you can't stay off your phone. You gotta buy stuff through Amazon, all this stuff. That's what I said. Right now, the society itself is going down a certain path, because, like I said last night, I learned how to cook food and do that kind of stuff. There's a lot of people in their 20s who don't know how to cook simple stuff, and now they're depending on apps to DoorDash. Okay, that's good, but what happens if your favorite restaurant gets shut down, which it might happen?
Yep.
What are you gonna do then?
And then plus, I had that opportunity to try it maybe about a year ago with the whole DoorDash thing, because I had some coworkers that would do that 3 or 4 times a week. And I'm thinking, oh, well, that's convenient. People that don't have time to go run and get their lunch, or maybe they're too busy, don't get a lunch.
Yeah.
But when I found out one day, I think I was going to order something for myself just to try it out for the first time. I said, wait a minute. The meal I'm ordering is only about $8. Why is delivery $6 or $7? I said, oh, no, I'm good.
Well, basically, and the answer to that, to your question, like I said, a person like you, Doc, I understand. But for most people doing business, whatever, they would think of. I'll give you an example, because a person explain this out. Like, yeah, it's more money, but is it more money for me to get in my car and go 30 minutes in traffic just to go down there and get that meal and then come back up and then eat and all that stuff? Something just comes. So it's time. It's a time thing.
I mean, no. I admit that, but I just say, even for myself, I said, no. But I was always the kind of person I food prep anyway. But that day I just said, oh, well, it was kind of busy for myself. I thought I'd try it. I chose to starve that day.
I hate you.
That day I literally waited, and when lunch came around, I ran and got it. I said, I will not double the price of my meal just to have someone bring it to me. I'm good. I ain't that lazy.
I got you, but like I said before, look at these millennials and Z.
These people today. Like, I cook, I meal prep, and I know what you're referring to. They don't do jack. They live through the app. They live through conveniences and services. Meanwhile, I still go to the store and buy a CD because I want to own it, the music, fully, 100%.
Well, you could still do it digitally still, which is still, I'm happy that that's still there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Hey.
no, I mean, no, because you can't. I mean, if you're streaming, yes, but if you downloads a download. Once you got it on your stuff, you got it in your stuff. It don't need see games. Some games right now, like we are gamers, they need internet access to do certain things. The CD does not need
Fortnite.
Yeah, but it don't. I mean, if you download shameless plug again. If you download Instant Classic for Amazon or Spotify, from Amazon or iHeartRadio or whatever, you get it. Once you download it, you download. You don't need the internet to activate it.
I can attest to that. I have.
So
what is this?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying in a way, if they, how these governments act, they might change some law and.
I got what you're saying. They're gonna change the law, but that's you gotta access the. If they change it that you can't download music, then that's a different story. If they change it to that, but if you can download the physical music, you don't need internet to play it.
That reminds me. Now might be the time more than ever to double down on physical media. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot more regulation.
That should have been done long ago. Should have stopped long ago.
If I'm into a book, I'm probably gonna end up buying it twice. Both on Kindle and both on physical, just in case it.
Well, I mean, I've been doing that with my video games, as you guys know from the other channel the gaming channel I have. I buy physical.
Yeah, we all do.
There's a reason why I've bought Nintendo Switch games that I've already played on the Wii U, because the cartridge lasts way longer than it did.
CD.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm doing it for that reason. As Doc, me and you talked about it was on the gaming channel. What I don't need to. I didn't Mario 3D All Stars. I didn't really need it because I have, whatever. But the convenience is right there, and it's my money, so I spend it. But I'm not playing it because it's a backup.
You need backups and backups for your backups and backups for your backups.
Literally right now, I just purchased Chronicles of Riddick, all 4 movies on Blu-ray. Just so I have all, because I like it. I just want a physical, like you said. I don't want to stream it or nothing. I can put it in a DVD player and play it. That's it.
You see, I do that too because, for example, it was about 3 days ago. I think there was an internet outage in my neighborhood for about maybe an hour or so, and I was streaming a movie, and of course it went out. So you know what I was able to do? Me personally, I was able to go straight to that same movie, pop in a Blu-ray or DVD, and keep watching it. No internet necessary. Whereas most people today, once there's no internet, they are up shit creek.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm buying Chronicles of Riddick. I just bought Beverly Hell Cops, the 1, 2, and 3 collection as well, too, just so I have it. I said last night, because one is because they're physical, and two because now that Hollywood like to force a lot of crap in their stuff nowadays, I said, let me go back to the old classic movies. I know they didn't push that nonsense. It was just all about entertain. It was all about just pure entertainment. Let's have fun and do the stuff. Yes, they have subliminal. Don't get me wrong. Some movies back in the past had this subliminal message in a way, but it wasn't that blatantly in your face like what they're doing right now.
Some of them are so subtle you didn't even know it was there.
Yeah. Well, that was the same thing with old cartoons. That was the same thing with old cartoons. But now the thing that they're pushing is there's like no thesis in reality of it. So just why?
Speaking of reality, just because the new regime is coming in, people, doesn't mean that Hollywood's gonna get any better.
Oh, they'll get worse.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I will tell you, if you own a movie theater, you got you're dead. You're screwed.
Oh yes,
you are done. Those theaters and stuff. Oh man, the only theaters I'll say that will survive, and I mean it by a little bit, is those who turn themselves into a theater and a restaurant. Those kind of theaters, which I've been to, and they're really good. Don't get me wrong, really good. But that's it. That's the only way to survive, because you have the food to still bring people, to go out and get out of the house. But
I heard the biggest one threw in the towel. AMC. I heard they threw in the towel.
Yeah.
You mean the concession stand is not?
No, it's not. No, and that's what I'm saying. Those who just have regular seats, the theater, big multi seats, and just have popcorn and candy and stuff like that, they're gone. They're done. They're out.
Oh yes.
Ain't no way they're gonna come back. But the ones that have a restaurant in it, like a restaurant, they can make it. That's the only ones who can make it.
Like Movie Grill, they can survive barely, but they can survive. They have
survive.
actually been scratching by.
Because you're still a restaurant.
There's a single theater by my house. It's actually the only one of its kind in the world. I think it's just owned by a couple of guys. It's really big, and it has 2 restaurants attached to it. And yeah, their concession stand is super, super long, but they actually have 2 restaurants attached to the theater. So they're still around. And there's another theater in my area. It's only about 6 of them, I think, in the whole U.S. But yeah, they're still around. But the ones that just depend on concession stands primarily, they're gone. Like they're either struggling, they're either going through restructuring, or like AMC, they admit it. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead in the water. Yeah. Because remember, they got little of the ticket money. But then what's so bad about these theaters, and most people don't know this, some of these movie studios, like Disney, when Star Wars came out, Disney was so strict on these theaters, they didn't give them a penny of their ticket money, not a single cent. They gave them literally nothing. And even Disney said, you can't allow any customers to even use discount coupons they bought from you. They cannot use those coupons for our movie the first week it come out. Wait, so we got to tell our customers that the free passes that they got that say they can see a free movie anytime won't work? Disney was being that strict. So you got to think. Most big studios, they get a little bit of a small percentage of the ticket sale money. For some Disney, over the last few years, they've been so strict, they didn't give these theaters a dime of their ticket money. So that means all the money they made was concessions.
Man, you don't own anything and you'll be happy for it.
Because Disney's been kind of sucking lately, so.
Well, it's not even that. Disney already done sold out. They already waiting on China to help them out of it, and we already and Biden. So we'll see what happens. I will hope that I'll be honest with anybody else, because this is one of my thing I stand on. I hope that he proves me wrong. I hope he and Kamala Harris proves me wrong. But they said what they're gonna do, so let me see. I hope they prove me wrong with what they're saying. But they already done. I mean. He already done reset. He already said that when he gets in, he's gonna resend the Social Security thing. I'm like, which is Social Security benefits. I'm like, so you're gonna restore it back to where everybody get full benefits. Which right now a lot of people ain't working, so it's already trillions of dollars in broke, and you're digging it more deeper. But the reason I said it because he already said he's gonna do something with China, and China's basically Disney. China got Disney in the back pocket. It is.
And compromise with China, potentially. Allegedly. So I don't trust him on that.
But going to what Doc was saying, that Disney that's where they put their money into China. That's what they want. They want, because again, remember, people need to understand there's a thing called the 50 Cent Army in China. You don't know about it. All they do is just watch stuff. And click and do stuff. That's their job. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
They don't care about they come in 8 o'clock. They go to certain YouTube channels or TikTok and boost it up and all that stuff, and that's their job. And of course, it's a miserable job. A lot of people get high suicide rate because the things they watch and stuff is just devastating to them. They kill themselves.
What? Why do they do that?
Because it's a job and the government forced them to do it. CCP don't give a rat's ass what you do. You ain't got no freedom over there.
Yeah. It's just such a weird thing to force people to do. They just gotta watch terrible stuff on YouTube.
TikTok. That's how TikTok became big, That's literally how TikTok became big. They force people because you have millions of people in the 50 Cent Army it was how you call it is a false. That's what I explain. It's a false reputation when people, these young kids in America are like, look, I got 1 million views and all that stuff. Yeah, all that were people who don't really give a damn, and they were just whatever, and they think that they up.
And boy, that sounds a lot better than bots.
All it is padding numbers for the advertisers as well. It's creating revenue.
Yeah.
Oh,
And again, and that's what, and then that's why, and then remember, that's why TikTok wanted to get up there that high, and then that's why also, if you have people who don't understand that, if you have TikTok on your phone and stuff like that, because people still, you were like, oh, they're gonna do that. The CCP, the China government has their hands in it, so they could take your bank account and all that stuff out of it. That's why, as Doc, as you said, when Shep came to my house, and he's like, I got like, wait, I'm putting you on my damn network. Hell no.
It was like, look, you have TikTok, you got hacked. There you go.
Yeah.
No, but see, even for me, I don't keep any social media apps on my phone except Twitter, and even that I don't use that much. But no, I never had any since TikTok. Just for example, I think my wife had mentioned that someone told her about Quibi. That was a year ago, and it got real popular real quick with the little 10-15 minute segments of shows, and went bankrupt real quick.
Yep.
Because they came in trying to pull a Netflix style TikTok, and that shit didn't work.
Hey, funny thing, Doc. I actually work across from the Quibi building.
So is that why? So I take.
So no wonder it went bankrupt.
So basically,
that's why a lot of these videos get artificially
boost.
Get artificially like
inflated.
900 million.
Yeah.
Well, we know what somebody else touched on this too, Kenoshi. It was about maybe 7 or 8 months ago. I saw a video by It's a Gundam.
Yeah.
And he said that there's this new girl on YouTube that I think she lives out of her Windstream trailer, whatever. Her van, yes. Yeah. And she makes these videos, and the videos are okay. It's nothing special, but she has millions of views. And they're thinking, and he said he found out that basically YouTube actually hired her, and they're actually boosting her channel on their own. This is their way of controlling the content.
Yeah. So it's a combination of the 50 Cent Army and bots. It seems like.
Yeah.
But the bots are getting less and less now because of how things are going. But you know what's funny too, as Doc just said with that right there. The funny thing about it is because there was a video that went viral on TikTok, and it got shut down quickly. Was this black girl saying, "It's funny that all the talent is black, but all the popular people on TikTok are this," and then he got shut down quick because she don't understand. I'm gonna tell you this right. Look, hear this carefully. Nothing against the Chinese people. Nothing against the Chinese people. That's all different. But the CCP, they don't give a crap about black people. They think black people are like
the plague.
The plague, yeah. That's why they run commercials where I remember that commercial. The commercial where the black dude drinking the bleach, to turn white. I was like, wow.
No, not turn white, turn into a Chinese.
Well, you know what I mean, because how it is, but you know what I mean. And that's why
it's about controlling content, though. From what I can tell, when I saw that, I said I can see that. So
message.
Yeah, see, and I even told you guys this in other private chats. I said these YouTubers out there, I'm not shitting on them. Hey, you got your hustle. You got hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. You're making money. Hey, I respect you for that. But I will say this: while you're making millions of dollars because of your YouTube and your contracts and all that type of stuff, and what you got and the deals you got going on, YouTube is actually making probably 10 times more than what you're bringing in. And it's not even due to taxes. It's because they're only giving you a small percentage of what you're making, period. You think that, I got 1 million views and I just made $500,000 this year. Yeah, but YouTube probably made $10 million off of you. You're getting a small percentage of that pie.
Yeah, the only difference I would say that hurts YouTube is because there's so many videos. It's like 500 hours get uploaded every minute, so they lose out from soaring other people's videos, which is why they went to the rule of putting ads on all videos. No matter what you do, they're on ads on all videos now.
Just have the videos temporarily up and charge people. It's like if you want your videos there longer permanently, you're gonna have to pay.
YouTube Red.
Look, I get. I know that sounds awful, but storing videos, the amount of videos that they store, That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. It's just
No, yeah, it's a lot of money to host it. So I get that. Yeah, I'm not knocking that. Yeah. So
Well, here's what I think is funny though. You're right. It's a lot of money to host it when you're paying someone else, which they're probably more than likely paying AWS. But I'm pretty sure Amazon is not charging themselves to host all those Twitch videos. They're not charging themselves. That's free content. And then people don't know this, but almost no matter where you work at in this country, or if not the world, your company is more than likely in one way or another utilizing AWS, Amazon Web Services.
Yeah.
So even when I found out back in 2011 that Netflix is using AWS, because when there was a big outage, I think in 2013, where on Christmas Day Netflix was down because Amazon Web Services went down, I think for almost a full day for some unknown reason, but found out they said, yeah, we go through AWS, Amazon Web Services. I said, oh my gosh, everybody uses AWS. So Twitch, they're not paying to store their own video content.
But you know what, Doc? It's kind of ironic that you mentioned that, because I know that when you do videos on Twitch, those videos or clips don't stay up on Twitch indefinitely.
No, probably not. But I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure if Google or the Alphabet company is not using their own servers to store videos on YouTube, which is a part of Google and a subsidiary, then I'm thinking they're probably more likely paying Amazon. They're probably utilizing AWS. It would not surprise me at this point. It would not. Because even if Amazon lost a lot of everything else, let's say Amazon Prime, it loses a whole bunch of subscribers or whatever else, almost every business and government entity uses AWS.
Which is crazy, because if that ever get hacked, then you get a lot of stuff will go into turmoil.
Exactly, but it boggled my mind because AWS's exposure in terms of how many companies use them worldwide is no different. It's like asking any company, what do you use to balance your financials? Excel. You ever heard of the other program besides Excel being used? I haven't.
No.
They exist, but nobody uses them.
As I said, because it's been coined, there's a lot of things. One thing about American lexicon is that once a word becomes the
term,
your Xerox, your Kleenex, your
and also iPod, MP3 player, yeah.
Once you get that, the brand got linked into it. Q-tip, there you go. That's another one there. He's right. Yeah. So you have that. So I'm looking at the chat right here, and I'll bring this up. This is a quick topic, but I'm going in the chat so we could just whatever. But I'm looking at it and we're like, basically there was basically Joseph Taylor from UK was saying, Tig, you were correct about the situation with Jacob Blake. Of course, the cop did not get charged. I'm like, no shit. Am I supposed to be surprised? I said that was not going to happen.
Yep.
I know that was not going to happen. People do, they're going to riot. No, let them riot because it's going to happen. He won. He disobeyed a restraint order. 2, everybody don't notice the car that he was getting into was not his car. It was that was his girlfriend car with their kids.
That's basically hijacking. That's grand theft.
Yeah, you have their kids, and then they told the cops told him multiple times on the video, put the weapon down, stay and hands up, blah 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 blah. And he didn't do that. He just walked nicely to the thing, and he got shot. So of course the cop didn't get charged. I'm not surprised. Jeez. But then he had Kamala Harris going in there saying, I'm proud of you. You're proud of him, the guy who went and beat up his ex-girlfriend in front of his kids, and that's why she had to put a restraint on him.
And you know what, Kamala? It's ironic that you're saying good things about this individual, but you're the same person. You're the same person that says, what was the term again? Women's right or something? Because he was a big opponent for that. So I'm like,
Right, they don't care. Again, it's like I said,
the victim is a female.
hey, it's a politician. That's all it is. All right. Who are you talking about?
Yeah, how ironic.
Again, all these people who say, "Oh, we're for trans." If the trans don't think like you, then they kick you out. Oh, we're for gays. If gay don't think like you, they kick you out. That's why I said last. That's why I said last night.
You're not with anyone.
That's why they're like, "Oh, we want diversity." Diversity is skin and whatever. It does not mean nothing because again, the people just think. Okay, so let me see. A black person said, "Hey, put your hand on the burning stove." A white person said, "Put your hand on the burning stove." Indian person said, "Put your hand on the stove." Indian gay. It may know what difference. Putting your hand on the stove, on the burning stove, is a bad idea. It makes no difference what color or sexual preference or whatever. It's a bad idea. So the diversity of that is so stupid. You want diversity of thought, not diversity of doing the exact same thing. And I was kidding about you go around thinking like there's not trans people there that kill people or the gay people who didn't kill people. I mean, the guy who showed up that gay bar down in Florida, he was also gay.
Color surprise.
Yeah.
It don't make no difference. They just think that you do this and you have this that you are just that you would not do evil. You're first of all you're a person. You can do evil. It makes no difference whatever you are, whatever you is. Like I said, what they said with the pastor, he did it. So it's just like that stupid pastor with the whole a man and a woman, which is that. Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm sure the irony in all this is when Kamala inevitably becomes president, she'll be harder on women than any male before her. Because
hey, she went horizontal to go vertical, as Jericho Green was saying.
She'll start throwing women under the bus.
Of course they will. They always do. Hillary did the exact same thing too.
I'm like, she's into men.
You know, if you'll throw them under the bus.
Yep.
But going back, like I said, to what we were talking about a little bit earlier, just like, look at this. Look what's going on, man. These young kids, you guys are literally just
starting.
You don't know finances. You don't know Econ 101. You don't know the news that you take in. You're in a bubble. You're literally in a bubble. You're in an echo chamber, and it's so loud you can't even think. You don't know how to critical think. And people are like, "Oh, you're looking down at these." No, I'm just seeing what happened. Again, before all this nonsense happened, like earlier, like back in 2011 and stuff, I thought of something like, wait a minute. You literally have a computer in your hand, and you guys can't even cheat good. Jeez. I came from the old school of passing the paper, writing it on your hand.
Yes. So do what?
And y'all can't even do that.
Like,
dang it! Oh my goodness!
I thought I wasn't a critical thinker.
These kids do not know what's going on. They don't. And it's sad. Really, really sad. Well, what can I say about it?
Speaking as a person who have a slow thought process.
Okay, if you say so. I'll not even go over there with
you. Oh
no, I PJ Anderson from New York. Wow. Parler is having some serious issues. They are overwhelmed with new requests, but they got eliminated from the Google store. Big Daddy Google wants to censor them free speech. The media control is in full gear. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes.
This show might not be around for longer.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I got other places I could go.
Hey. If Tim Pool still has his show, we're still good.
I think, like I said, you got to bubble up to a certain degree, and I ain't bubble up yet on YouTube and Facebook yet. Temper FM keeping me good. That's why I'm reading your chats. That's what I've been doing. So hell.
So if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're coming on YouTube or any other place.
Basically.
Spread the word.
David Ray from UK. Paula was taken off of Google App Store. I have no way of accessing it on my phone, only on my computer. I should have downloaded it when I had a chance. Google had better realize they're helping nobody with this stunt. It just only proves their point of censorship. They don't care. They don't care.
Yeah,
Don't care.
and on top of that, because of this will make the divide even larger.
Yeah, but yeah,
Which basically means they want this to happen, like the whole Capitol siege.
Yeah.
They want that to happen, and it was given to them. And I'm like,
Wait,
no.
you're saying they want civil war?
yeah.
So yes,
On a civil war. Look, the Democrats essentially, the Democrats declared war on
Long ago.
Trump supporters.
they declared
Long
war in 2016.
Yeah.
Earlier than that.
Yeah, they want a civil war. They want to get down and boogie.
Yep.
And here's the thing, ladies and
Pastor
gentlemen.
AD. Go ahead.
I was just saying, individuals like us, we don't want that. But the other side,
Speak with yourself.
Well, yeah, he's right. Triple M and me don't want that. Anybody else speak for their own self here.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
I don't like violence for nothing. Okay.
There's a lot of people on the left and the right that want to get down and boogie. That's that's just
Exactly.
I wish we could.
Look, I would take on this, but let me just say this. I also feel I want to let all these people take each other out, so we're the last one standing.
I wish it could. The problem is, I wish it was, but it's the useful idiots are fighting, not the elites who control the stuff. That's the problem.
yeah.
They're the ones up in their tower looking down. Oh, peasant. Go ahead, fight for me.
I mean, that's
what it is.
And that's how the first American Civil War was. So it was all the poor people that were fighting for the North and the South.
They got knocked into this because here's the thing. Here's what people don't understand. This truly happened. I could show the videos of it, but this truly happened. The rally that President Trump wanted was nowhere close to the Capitol, and that rally was peaceful. And then people went in it again. I'm not knocking the knuckleheads that are Trump supporters because again, it's the whole saying of not all Trump supporters racist but his supporters are all racists are Trump. Not all Trump supporters are racist. All racists are Trump supporters. It's the same thing. So they got knuckleheads in there. So they went there again. Antifa's on the left, and they don't care. They just want to start BLM too and stuff. So they just got a cabal there. So they had a peaceful rally. Nothing happened. It was peaceful. He came on the news. Literally, this is the part that kind of like gets me weird. He came on and did a video. That's why Twitter banned him. Has banned him now. He came on and said, "Don't do this. Go home peacefully. Go home." They stopped it. Literally, I got a clip of MSC where it's like, "Take it off my air. Take it off my air." I'm like, he literally said, "Stop doing it," and he took it off the air.
That's weird. Yeah, that's weird.
Because they want that to happen. That's my point. They want it to happen.
They wanted blood. They wanted them to burn down the Capitol.
Well, yeah, because then it gives them.
So they can have a reason to say, "Yeah, we have to fight back."
Yeah,
exactly.
They literally, like I said, as bad and good. And I literally mean this from my perspective, as bad and good. Because, like I said, President Trump say some crazy stuff himself, but as bad as good. This was the most open president we ever had in modern history,
which is surprising.
Bad or good, you know what he was thinking. Unlike anybody, because right now Biden ain't gonna tweet and tell you whatever. He's gonna be there's gonna be 50 people who are gonna go through his tweet and then put nonsense. And a lot of people are like, well, that's what I want white president to lie to you right in front of your face. Yeah, okay, good. That's what it is. That's what you want. Even New York Times when back when Obama was in there, and Obama said, "I'm going to be the most transparent president you'd ever seen." They said he was the most secretive president they ever seen. And New York Times do not lean to the left. I mean, to the right. Sorry, to the right. They lean left, and now they gone full left hard. I did a video about that already on the Project Over Mike. But they don't. So that's the thing. So now we're going back to you don't know what they're doing.
To the left. Everybody switch to the left.
So you're gonna be like the doc said. Like I said, I wish I get what you're saying, but it's the poor people who will be fighting the war, while like I said, while the tycoons and the rich people or whatever, they're gonna be up there, whatever.
They'll be up there laughing, getting rich.
Yeah. And they're gonna be hypocritical to what it is, because again, Nancy Pelosi pronounced this thing that we're gonna get rid of gender terms in Congress. So you don't want to use gender terms.
Okay,
But
so I can call her a he.
No,
But-
when she called herself that.
But the thing that killed me about it, she said you're gonna give it a gender term, but okay, of course she couldn't do it herself. I'm a mother. You can. They don't want you to use even mother or father.
So that means you can. That means you get. That means you can't be. You can't say that the word "cunt" is an insult anymore.
Well,
you can't call me that. Like wait a minute. That applies to everybody. Because remember, there used to be a feminine
Gender
thing, but since you don't identify as that, why are you offended, madam?
Exactly.
Why are you offended? Because it's that part, or well, even though you have that body part, hey, you're no longer a woman according to you.
And again,
Can we even say the name of those body parts anymore, or no?
Well, yes, you can, and I don't care that part. But the point that killed me about it is, like I said last night in the radio show, where people's like, we lose the reality with the stupid stuff on social media because they're like, oh, there's more than two genders or two sex. No, they ain't.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. Because again, I still never heard a trans woman is a man trans into a woman, and a trans man is a woman. No, a woman trans into a man, and the opposite way. I never heard a trans mop. I never heard about a trans mic. Trans car. You change it to the opposite. So it's so stupid to even play that game.
Hey, look here, man. I got two cars outside. One is a male, one is a female. Okay, leave it at that. I've given them identities. Even though they're opposites, I've given them identities.
They'll come after you then.
Hey, look. When I got the car, I say, "You've been a good boy. Thank you." or I'll rub the back and say, "Yeah, my lady, you gave me a nice ride. Like, yeah, thank you for getting me through the day." You see,
hey, I do that to my bed. Hell with that. My bed is my girlfriend. So I hang out. Hey.
Yeah. So basically, you sleep with your girlfriend every night.
Exactly. And every morning, including now that it's cold where I'm at, every morning she's like, "Don't go," because those comforters pulling me back here, like, "Don't go, baby, stay here." I'm like, "I gotta go work, babe. I gotta keep the lights on."
And then you go, and then you get out that house and you go sit down in the seat. That's when you cheat.
Well, I ain't lying. No, that's not cheat, because I'm not lying down with any other thing now.
No, you're not lying down, but you are entertaining.
No, because I did not lie down. I did not lie down.
No, but you sat on. You rode that seat.
No, you're going a little too further than what it is, because literally lying down is lying down. Okay, I didn't sleep or any other thing. But anyway,
unless the cushion is the face, Doc, I don't think it counts.
Jesus. We don't know the seat. We don't know what that seat was prior to him working there. So, just saying.
Because I guess you'll be judged if I'm sitting in the chair I'm in right now. So it's just
that seat could have belonged to Period Pam. Okay, I'm just saying.
All right. Ring it in, sir. Ring it in. Jeez. What's wrong with you people?
Doc, respect the chair. All it gets is loose change from doing its service.
Y'all crazy, man.
That was going pimping out too.
Y'all are crazy, yeah. But again, yeah, like I said, it's look. All my thing is, like I said, prove me wrong. Just prove me wrong. That's all I gotta. Whatever. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't want them to. I don't want. Unlike the crazy people what they did the last 4 years. I don't want the pilot to crash my plane. Okay, still want him to do good. I ain't stupid like that.
Yeah.
I want the plane to still fly. So unlike other people who wanted to crash the plane just for a reason, I'm not them. But I hope those two individuals prove me wrong. Because I know Nancy Pelosi already ain't gonna prove me wrong. We need terms in the government. I'm sorry. If the president can have 2 terms, Senate and Congress needs terms too. They need terms.
Thank you.
Any position of power, term limits.
They need term because that is just ridiculous. That she's basically 80 years old, and of course, where you is, you have what Maxine was 80 something years old, 43 years in government, ain't did jack squat for her spot, and then you have again Joe Biden been in government for 48 years. He passed 2 bills, and one of the bills he said, "Oh, I should have never passed the bill." Yeah, but you did said some racist stuff back then, though. And nobody wants to take that to what he said, but whatever.
Nope.
We need terms. I'm sorry. Senate should have 2 terms, just like the president, and Congress maybe 6 because it's 2 years, 6 terms. So you can lease that, and that's it. We need term limits because the Senate is ridiculous. That you could be in there for until you're 97. Dianne Feinstein, 93 years old. What the frig a 93-year-old doing? What? Why?
Dying.
Being a mouthpiece for her stuff, and again, and that's how corrupted it is. She's that age, and she's still acquiring money, even though she's worth I think it's $300 million. Still trying to acquire money. You're 93. Go live with your daughters and children, and let somebody take over.
Because basically anyone that works in government, especially when you're in that type of position, you really don't have a family life to speak of. Not really. Not saying it's impossible. It's just highly unlikely.
No, I got you, but I still say we need a term limits on these bastards.
No. I agree with that. But as you said, you're 93 years old. Isn't it by time you put more focus on your family?
I ain't gonna say family, but just live your golden years and just die off.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking, quit working around the clock. Start living your life for real. Retire. Let it go.
I still remember when she was like, I don't know what's about in the East, but here in California in the West, we appreciate the Chinese people, and then found out that you had a Chinese spy as your driver.
Yeah, you're on candid camera.
Oh my goodness, you people or whatever.
A politician chauffeur was a Chinese spy, and some guy's side honey was also a spy. No one's worried.
Nope, and then both of them were Democrats, but again, they're not gonna report it. They're not gonna report on that stuff. Come on, man.
But hey, it's my team. They're sucking. I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah. So, again, it is what it is. Like I said, and as I said before, from now going forward, I'm not saying you have to vote Republican either. I'm telling you, the third party is basically the best way you could do because Mitch McConnell did that. Like I said, I don't disagree with everybody. That I don't like. I'll be the first one to tell you that. I don't agree with 100%, maybe 99%, but not 100%. Because it might say something that if they said, "Hey, water is wet," I can't disagree with that. They're correct. That is correct. And as much as I don't like Mitch McConnell, I don't like it, but I did like that he did. I'm happy that he did block the nuclear deal that Trump wanted because again, the Democrats wanted that too. I agree with that. Block the nuclear deal, but here's the problem, Mickey boy. Now that you're not the majority now, you think the Democrats are gonna not go to nuclear deal?
Oh,
they will do it. They will go nuclear deal. Harry Reid started it, and I would guarantee you Nancy Pelosi gonna finish it off. Guarantee you she gonna finish it off.
Oh, they got nothing to stop them.
They got nothing to stop them. They got a simple majority now, so there's a lot of stuff that could pass. And what they're gonna do? They're gonna do just like the omnibus bill. They're gonna pass it at 3:00 in the morning. 5,500 pages. Ain't nobody read that shit. Ain't nobody read that shit. And that's exactly what they did with the Affordable Health Care Act. They passed it 7,500 pages in the dead of night, And again, the famous quote from Nancy Pelosi when they asked her, "What's in the bill?" Well, we have to pass it to find out what's in the bill. Well, you shouldn't pass it in the first place. You shouldn't pass it in the first place.
If you don't know what's in it, why are you passing it? That's like saying, "Oh, let me have this drink. Come to find out there's poison in it."
Well, that's a small detention, but it's like, let me get a contract. I'm gonna sign this contract that for the rest of your life, you're gonna come here. You're gonna do some. I'm being PC right now for the first time. You're gonna do some adult things that you don't like, but you're gonna sign that. But you ain't looking. But you're like, wait, I didn't know how to do all of that. Well, you signed the contract. You signed the contract. So what you want me to say? That's what's going. That's what's going on. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, just what it is with this guys. Like I said, we're gonna see what happened. I just hope they prove me wrong. But like I said, like other people, like I said, yeah, I'm just gonna be.
This country's screwed.
I hope.
Can you say that during the last 4 years, Doc?
Hey, it's screwed for what? It's gonna be a decline because again, most people are gonna go towards leaving in the government is the bend all be all. They don't want to be on themselves. That's one of the reasons I moved to the country. The hell did I want to stay in the daggone city? Nope.
Every time there's riots, what's the most damage?
In the city.
Yeah. And again, all the people I get next reason I'm gonna be doing more and more videos from this because I'm starting to do this. But like what was it? Damn it. Because again, like I said, my health insurance went up this year. And this young kids again being that not know what's going on, like okay, the Black Lives Matter, like, oh, they have insurance for the businesses. You don't know how insurance works. You do not know how insurance works. You're just saying that because you just a use of phrase. And when I see adults say that, I'm like, who taught you this stuff? Y'all stupid. I mean, like adults. I'm talking like 30s and above. 40 people say about, well, they have insurance. That's not how it works. I gotta tell you right now. Y'all used to say, about, oh, they don't want to. Y'all were like, oh, they don't build stuff in my neighborhood. I gotta tell you right after last year. Oh, holy crap!
To go back to build that.
Here's the problem: is your insurance is gonna go crazy up, or you ain't gonna get insurance at all. You're gonna say, well, I want to do a business in downtown Minnesota. No. We saw what he did to the business. We're gonna pay a lot of money. No, we're not insuring you. But I have good credit. I have all this stuff. Yeah, and we saw how we had to pay out millions of dollars because people went in and destroyed stores. So no, we're not gonna insure you.
Like, yeah, the area that you want to be in is a liability.
Big liability. And that's why I said that's the part that's why I did the story about again and I said it last night. Where the doctor in Brooklyn, CVS and Walgreens and Rite Aid wasn't going in the neighborhood to do pharmacy. This doctor took his money, black doctor took his money and created a pharmacy, and y'all destroyed it. And he said he's not building it up.
Yep.
So you're like, oh, so people are like, oh, there's food deserts. Well, stop. Well, tell people in your community to stop stealing from the damn grocery stores.
Well, they're going to start cracking down on Antifa once they get in.
Well, I'm laughing at that because Ted Wheeler, for the first time, Ted Wheeler didn't announce that Antifa is bad for Seattle. I'm like, oh, now you do it. Oh, you waited because you waited after you know what the election was to say the word Antifa. You didn't say before. Yep. Didn't say before. So.
Let me rephrase that. Chaz say hi
again, and remember these people, y'all. I said I'm basically gonna write it down ready right now because sorry that I didn't get a chat. We got about because chat is going. So I apologize, Temper FM. We have about 4,084 people watching. Hey, thank you. No problem with that. I hope you guys are safe, be good. But the last part I was gonna say was that look, the stance is what it is. We're gonna see what happens. I think Doc is correct. I think everybody's correct. I think we're gonna go on decline. It just is. Like I said, the rich are gonna get rich. The poor are gonna fight for still gonna get their crumbs, and the middle class is gonna get left over.
And all I want to do, man, I'm just trying to get my house before it's all over with.
Yeah, I guarantee there's gonna be a market crash coming soon.
Yeah, now will be the time, or you're never gonna get that house ever.
Yeah.
That process has started, bro. So you ain't gotta worry about that.
Well, yeah, but once you sign a contract for the money for what you want to do, yes. But I'm just saying, the house that, like I said, there's gonna be a crash coming soon.
There's a depression coming.
No, they already been. They're basically done in a depression.
Thanks to the lockdowns, which are not gonna end anytime soon, by the way.
Nope. And again, if you guys did not listen because of the whole stuff of COVID, I basically detail how there was supposed to be 20 million people by now supposed to be done vaccinated. It's only 5 million. And the reason why that happened is so stupid. That's why I hate government. The reason is so dumb. It's so dumb. I don't wish violence on nobody, but I some people just want to just flick their air. Just like, just do something. Cuomo, you are, as the lady said, as I said to the lady last night when she said, Cuomo, you are a piece of ass loser. The reason why the vaccine is not, and also the reason why they're dumping the vaccine. This is what government does. Why do people have so high looks at the government?
High expectations.
They waste stuff all the time.
Because people for the last 5 to 6 decades say that there is no God, God's not real. Gave them nothing else to look forward to, and thus God was replaced with the government.
Well, that's what it is. That's what it is in CCP. That's why it's a communist thing. In communists, you believe CCP is your God. Xi Jinping is your God. So that's why it's funny. I don't like this because they always say with the Uyghurs. I always say the Uyghurs, they're Muslim. No, there's not only Muslim in those camps. They're Buddhists. They're Christians. And if you don't believe it, they're dissenters. Not just one set of people. There's a lot of different types of people in there. But you notice something though. You don't there's a reason why a lot of those like ISIS and all them crazy people never go towards China. Cause they don't give a F. They will blow the heck out of you and don't care. There's the reason that. But other than that, like I said, for me, 2020, other than two things, really was not a bad year for me. I don't hold my standards to what the media preached to me. It was a good year, like I said, lost weight, feel much healthier. My house, moving to my house, settling more better, doing DIY projects.
But Sean Connery, man.
Death is inevitable, so what are you talking about?
You know, Doc, you shouldn't be so depressed about that because you will live forever in films.
Oh, yeah.
No, unlike most people, don't get me wrong. I hate to hear the loss of, maybe someone like a celebrity that I actually like their films and something like that. Don't get me wrong, I do. But unlike most people, I'm not tearing up. I'm not down for the whole day. I know people that were literally distraught when they heard about Kobe. I'm thinking, look, man, I get it. But at the same time, let's be real. I respect Kobe, love Kobe. Definitely one of the greatest players to play the game. But at the end of the day, Kobe didn't pay my bills.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, Kobe never visited me personally. At the end of the day, I never had a single one-on-one conversation with him. I'm not saying he can't be a person that's inspirational. I'm not saying he hadn't done a lot for the community, for the people, for the world. Whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm simply saying I don't feel the need to shed tears in that regard because I didn't know him personally. That's how I felt. Period. He wasn't that
the same way.
inspirational on my life.
I feel the same way too because it's enough like I watch a lot of Michael Jordan games when his time to pass. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, it's like, hey, he was one of the greatest of all time. Hey, good, it happened. Death is inevitable for all of us.
I think the only person I was somewhat emotional about because it was a direct inspiration on my life. Period. Iwata, because I grew up playing Nintendo. I still play Nintendo games in that regard. Not to change the conversation, but that's the reason why I said, well, I mean, man, a lot of stuff that I played. I mean, this man, if he didn't directly do it, he was a huge part of it. He's the reason it existed in one way or another. So yeah, and plus you kind of feel that, wow, we really have lost a great in the industry, a severe great.
Well, that, and also when Shigeru Miyamoto comes, it's gonna be the same thing too.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. So that, yeah, a little emotional. But to me, it's like I'm a basketball fan. Do I watch every game? No. But even as I said, love Kobe, respect Kobe. But I was never in sports like that. And although I know about a lot of his achievements, I just wasn't emotional when he passed like that. It's not that I don't care. It's not that I'm not psychotic or anything. It's just that, hey, look, I get it. He was big. He was popular. He was talented. One of the best. But I just didn't. I felt bad that it happened. It definitely was a tragedy. But I just didn't.
I'll give you that.
Cry. I didn't feel the need to shed tears, and my whole day or my whole week wasn't shot because of that.
I mean, like
I'm thinking, I gotta go work tomorrow. So what's gonna change?
Well, like I said, like for me, like when I used to be young, I used to play baseball and all stuff, and I also they got announced today Tommy Lasorda passed away. Like, okay, yeah, you know what? I know baseball because I used to be back then. I used to be into it when see him get on. He used to get on the mound and curse the vampires out or whatever, and he was entertaining. But hey, it is what it is. He was 93 years old. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And in that regard, before we close it down, for those guys who are on, you guys, most of y'all maybe know, maybe y'all didn't know, because again, I don't have a Twitter per se except for the radio show, whatever, and I don't broadcast a lot of stuff. I need to work on that in a way, but. For those, for anybody right there who did not know, basically fellow musician, MF Doom passed away. His wife let it know on the New Year's Eve. He passed away. So you guys know him on the last album we did, and also on Unity Sounds we had him on there. So I'm gonna try to figure out to do a tribute to him on a new album.
So you worked with MF Doom. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like an instant classic. He has a song called Superstar, and in Unity Sounds he had an album called Old School on for TT Records for our album. So you know what? Like I said, like Doc just said, yeah, it is what it is. But it was a cool dude. One of the rappers I had no problem. He died at 49 years old, not from COVID, but he passed away. He had had 5 kids, wife. So, but just let you know, if y'all did not know that yet, like I said, I will do a tribute to him in the next album for Shuffle Alliance, because he was a part of Shuffle Alliance. He was. So, RIP to him, and I hope, like I said, everything is good with his family and everything. Other than that, like I said, we're gonna. I feel bad for the chat. So you guys, I normally do, but we had so much stuff to talk about because so much things happened. So with that said, we'll catch you guys next week, of course. So our final roundup talks. I'll go with you, Trip. What's your final thoughts before we go?
Gee, I really don't have a final thought. More like stay safe, people. Try not to get delirious, and live the best of your life. And God bless you all.
Amen. All right, about that, amen. Agreement. Not no amen, a woman like that moron, Pastor.
If Anderson was here, he would have a heart attack when I say this. But I'm not worried.
Why are you gonna say it?
I'm not worried. Yeah, he's not here right now, but. Yeah, I'm not worried about everything that's happening right now. I might joke about doom and gloom and black pills and all this, but I'm really not all that worried. A lot of the
neither-
Texans.
Neither am I. Neither am I.
Yeah, I'm not worried at all, to be honest. And if I sound like I'm ignorant or misinformed, I'm not offended. But you think what you want. At the end of the day, I didn't find out about what was happening in DC until I think it was as it was happening. Like when it like as it was happening, I think it had already been going on for a while. And then I just happened to go downstairs and see someone watching news. I said, "Wait, what are they talking about? What's going on here?" And I heard the cast say, "They're storming the DC Capitol." I said, "Wait, what in the?" I said, "What? I didn't hear anything about this." I was just living my life, because I'm not on social media like that. I definitely don't have Facebook. So to me, I was totally oblivious until I saw it. And so I just say, the ignorance I'm seeing is stupid. Let me not even get into it. So I didn't go looking for to talk about it. I just carried on what I was doing.
No, I got you, and that's the same thing I did too. It's just like I said, that's why I come up with a phrase, which is going to be now. Like I said, rich is going rich, poor going crumbs, and the middle class will get screwed over. So that's what it is going to be. But it was good to have you on here, Doc, as well. Hopefully we get more people to do, like I said, help the show be different with the side chat and many things before. And for me, like I said, guys, hey, have a blessed weekend. All right, like Trip said, take care of your family, take care of yourself. Be careful if you're in these places where DC, Wisconsin, all that, Wisconsin, where the Blake, Jacob Blake crap is, and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Washington or California, where all these riots are going on. Yeah, just be safe, be in your house, take care of your family. Be safe also with the COVID and everything as well. If you want to, catch us up again, there's Project Open Mic on Twitter and also on Instagram. If you want to catch us directly, Project Open Mic at projectopenmict3@gmail.com. Other than that, next week, same bad time, same bad channel. Hopefully everything it is with the different topics. This is what it is. Remember, there's stupid people out there. Individuals smart. People are stupid. Be that smart individual. And I'll call it at that. So again, thank you, Tempo FM, again for all you people watching, and again, YouTube, a couple more people watching, and Facebook. I didn't see the tally, but like I said, we're gonna be on more platforms going forward, from Spotify to Pandora.
By necessity.
By other stuff, yeah. So.
Well spread.
Well, Addison, you have anything last to say? Because since you're the last one, you have anything to say before we go?
If you didn't for the past 4 years, maybe now's the time to reevaluate what's important, what's truly important.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. Nothing wrong with that.
People. The problem is that people want a king, and I think people, you're just
they don't want a king. They just want somebody to do stuff for them. They don't care if it's a king or the government.
Yeah, I think pay attention. It's time that we pay more attention to our local governments, and
exactly, I agree with that too.
Government to save the entire country from its problems.
Yep, I agree with that 100%. I've been preaching that on this channel, on this radio, on this podcast for that. The local governments will screw you over more than the federal in most cases.
Yeah, that's where the real fight's gonna,
Because going back to, like I said, with New York wasting the vaccine because of local government, not the federal. But again, that's just what it is. So peace out. Hope you guys have a good night, and catch you next Friday, same time, same place.
Peace.
Peace it is.